Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris news.
And that was the news.
That was also the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, as we all know, Disneyland Paris is still closed, currently closed, but also it's been Christmas week. So any sort of administration, social media people haven't been, overly, what should we say, productive
Active,
with the
yeah.
news, with the news. So we're hoping that the next couple of weeks will drop some. There's been a lot of reviews of the year, but it's been, it was shut and it opened again, then it shut. I was going to do a bit of news on the likelihood of it opening and transportation issues with the Brexit deal and the relative COVID numbers and travel bans from the UK. And then I thought, this isn't Disney and it's not fun. But
Why
just
not?
quickly, how do you two rate the chances of them reopening on the 14th of February as planned?
Well, let's put
As
it
in the
this way.
13th?
Let's put it this way. We're already looking at when we can move our March holiday to. So we're already planning on moving it. We've given up the idea of the Disneyland hotel.
Lucy did say a couple of days ago in the car. She said, I'm not convinced Chris will be going on his holiday.
And
No.
I really was.
Yeah,
all the
I know.
time when you were on about, we won't get the same deal. I was listening, but I was thinking, it'll go, it'll be fine. But
Well, I think so. So I had a bit of a look today, and we've looked at another period of time, and for the same price, we can get Sequoia with the premium plus dining package. So it's not what we wanted, but it's a pretty decent backup. So
yeah,
and
you won't be disappointed at Sequoia. You won't be disappointed.
That's it.
And I know
here at Sequoia, you won't be disappointed.
I know that the proximity to the park is a big draw of the Disneyland Hotel for walking. But the thing about Sequoia is it's about the same distance to the village as the Disneyland Hotel is to the village. So once you get to your evening, it's very convenient.
It's muchness. Yeah. And
actually, when we stayed there a couple of times, one of us would stay in the hotel room with Bonnie, and then the other one would run into the village and do a bit of shopping and come back. And
well, we looked at when we were looking before, the dining plans didn't appear anywhere. There wasn't an option on the Magic Breaks anyway, but they are again now. So, we still have to pay for them. You pay for it separately. It's not included like it quite often is with these deals, but I don't think it is going to be for a while. It doesn't make financial sense for Disney to be throwing loads of offers at the moment because, they need to make some money out of all this, I guess, don't they, somewhere.
There are some offers though, aren't there?
There's bits and bats.
Is it like 20% or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, so we've had a bit of a look, and there's plenty of options open to us within the budget of what we were going to spend. It's just going to be a slightly different holiday. But to be honest, the stuff we wanted to do, we'll still do. If we want to do a character dining, we'll just pay for it. It's just it is what it is, and it gives us that reassurance that it'll be a bit further in the future. So
yeah, you can save up a bit more.
Yeah.
Your experience can only get better.
So that's how I feel about it. I think there's a bunch of stuff to weigh up here, which is firstly, we're about to go back down into national lockdown, don't you think? It's inevitable. We're sat here right now, and you're probably exactly the same as me. You may well have had an email or a letter from your school today saying, come in as normal, but the teachers might not, so you might get sent home again because unions are, saying teachers shouldn't go in. So we already know things are changing massively and quickly. The vaccination is going to be pushed, but again, in our age range, we're never going to get it.
Look, Chris, I run a business that runs parallel to education system. So if the education system shuts, I shut. And I've had messages today from parents going, are you still opening Monday? And I've gone, yes, And I'm the the head teacher, as it were, of my small studio. It's bonkers.
That's it. And then like honestly, Brexit's probably less of an impact than any of the rest of all this stuff going on. But even if we get our stuff together in the UK, we're dependent on France getting their stuff together as well.
France have actually got their stuff together a lot better than we have.
They seem
when
to,
I thought I
but
might
we
be
still
doing
don't.
this as news today, I did look at the figures, and they're on like 100 deaths per day and 17,000 cases.
Because they're
it
locked
comes down
down.
to how they count it, but they won't be the problem.
But it also comes down to when do they start vaccinating? How quickly do they vaccinate? At what point does the restrictions on travel lift? When they do lift, is there still quarantine in place? There's all these factors to get through, and I think the first quarter of this year is going to see a lot of that not resolved, but become a lot clearer. But I think it's just too soon.
Back to Disney then, Chris and Hugh. Do you think that Disneyland Paris are going to require a vaccine?
How can they monitor that? Oh, is that how it works? Because I don't.
That's how it works
in
China, but there's a lot of resistance to mandatory QR codes in Europe and the US.
But not everybody's going to get vaccinated, and it's not going to be an option for everybody to get vaccinated. So to expect that isn't really feasible, I don't think. But
no.
You know, people traveling abroad at the moment, hauliers and stuff, they're all having to get up to date 72-hour-old tests before they can travel abroad. So that kind of thing I would fully expect to happen. But as the vaccinations take hold, this should become less of an issue, shouldn't it? I would think. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's fun chat, isn't it? Whoa,
isn't it?
So happy to be back. Happy New Year, everyone. It's all full
of the magic and the pixie dust that we all love. Let's forget about all that grim stuff then and talk Disney, because Christmas has all been boxed up and put away in the garage, and the residue it's left behind us is our myriad of Disney gifts that Santa left in our stockings and under our tree. So in the absence of any juicy news, we thought that we would show you / describe our the Disney gifts we all got for Christmas.
It's a show and tell. And anyone in the chat can let us know what they've got as well. Disney Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Please do.
Can I just say, Lucy, the way that you introduced that then, it felt like you were reading from an auto cue. It was just so slick.
There you go.
Really
I'm getting better at this. There's less.
It was ace.
Hugh once listened to me do a speech at the end of a show, and you told me I said something like 8 times. Was it, hey, any hokey dokey, hokey tokey? That's what it was, because it wasn't a real thing. So but every time I needed to think, I was going hokey tokey. So and this is live on stage. I've obviously got better with age. Can I start, because I suspect I have a few more to get through?
Probably, yeah. I don't have a lot.
Well, I do, because everyone who knows me knows I love Disney, and as a result, it's just an easy bet to get me a Disney thing, except for my main present, which I may get onto later. But let's start. Where should we start? I kind of asked for this.
It's not my main present, though.
I walked into Hugh's office about a month ago, which is now in our house, and said, my purse is breaking. I need a new one. And that was it. And I knew he'd know what that meant. It meant a Disney Loungefly Mickey Mouse purse. Now, I'm not sure I should show you my driving license, but look at the lining.
We're going to have to take pictures of everything.
Yeah, we are.
And put them on Twitter. Well,
I think I might have already done that.
I have taken a picture. Well, I haven't taken a picture of this one yet. I'm trying to do
taking pictures, not posting them.
I'm trying to do one a day, so I'm slowing it down. Well, but we do need to describe it. It is a Loungefly purse. It's beautiful leather, and one side is red. I sound like I'm on QVC, don't I? On one side, it's red, and it's got 2 white oval buttons, and on the other side, it is a quilted Mickey head thing with the Loungefly logo.
How much would something like that set you back then?
I've no idea. Is it polite to say?
It wasn't, like Lucy said, this is Loungefly. I said, you know what? It wasn't as much as you might think with it being Loungefly. Because Loungefly is expensive, but this wasn't too bad.
Say no more.
We'll say that.
Moderate.
Online, Mickey Mouse Loungefly purse.
It probably cost more than the money I usually carry in it, probably.
It's lovely, Lucy.
It is beautiful, Tilly.
Yeah,
You've got a good eye.
Mark Chester, Disney Prezzies, Lion King sculpture, Star Wars Lego, Mary Poppins purse, and Disney jigsaw. Double thumbs up to Santa and his elves.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to see the sculpture, the Lion King sculpture.
I want to see Mark's Mary Poppins purse.
Feel free to tag us in any tweets with photos or something. We would like to see these.
We'll put these on Twitter with the hashtag 37 Disney Street Gifts. Should we?
Mm-hmm. And Instagram it. I think we'll Instagram it. I'm sure we have. Yeah, in fact, we used it for the Christmas presents on the classic show.
It all ties together, doesn't it? I think I should go next because I'm wearing one. It's a Chewbacca dressing gown.
Nice.
And there's not much else to say about that, is there?
It's nice though.
Well,
I like it.
There
like
is,
it a lot.
I got you this, and I had a choice between, because he's already got a Chewbacca onesie, and I had a choice between this dressing gown or a Jedi Luke, Obi-Wan kind of dressing gown. But the thing is, that's just a brown dressing gown, but with a bit of a lining. So I thought I'd chosen the right one, but when I saw you in it the other day, I thought it would be better if he was a Jedi. So I do slightly regret it. But
my brother Dan used to have a black dressing gown, and he regularly pretended he was the Emperor because it was massive on him and the hood went right over his head here.
Well, you would. So I would question anybody who didn't do that in a black dressing gown.
Too right.
Do it. Just watch those.
Yeah.
This weekend, all three.
Did you?
Of the only ones.
He was trying to show Bonnie them, but she wasn't interested, and he just kept going, Bonnie, look at this. Yeah. Look at this bit.
You didn't watch the fourth one?
The reveal of Darth Vader being Luke's dad. She wasn't that bothered because she's seen Toy Story 2 about 5 times. So I said, watch this bit. If we'll find out who he is, and she kind of went, "Oh, they've done that they did on Toy Story." Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't watch episode 4 and a half.
The Mary Poppins purse, Mark says, was for me Julie.
I haven't heard that expression in a while. Child of the 90s, you can tell. What did Santa bring you, Chris?
Books.
Well, a bunch of stuff, but the key things, I guess, are these lovely books here. Oh,
it's like Waterstone's window there, Chris.
Do I go one at a time, or do I just dive in and tell you about all of them quickly?
Just do one, and then we'll circle back around again.
Okay, I'm going to go with my least favourite first then. So, in my, it's still pretty. In my, in Laura's family, we do a Secret Santa every year. In fact, in my family, we do as well. But this year, we haven't seen anybody because lockdown and that. So we've postponed that. On my side, but on Laura's side we still did it, and so my Secret Santa got me a couple of Disney books, which is nice. The first one is not unlike what you guys got me, a book called Disney Book of Maps.
I actually saw that and I nearly bought it for myself.
It's a kid's book.
Yeah.
But I have a few Disney kids book, but it's very much a kid's book. But it's lovely, beautifully illustrated. I'll try and show you a little bit. Beautifully illustrated, and every page or every couple of pages is from a different film, basically. And they make them into maps, which on something like Neverland, fair enough, because it's an island and there's maps. But in Toy Story 2 or whatever it is in here, it's not quite so much a map as just kind of drawings and like made into a place. Right. But it's nice. It's really nice. It's nice to flick through. It's called Disney Book of Maps, a guide to the magical worlds of Disney and Pixar.
Thing is, I really, really love maps. And if I'm watching a film or I'm reading a book, often you read a novel and they've got a map of the place in the book somewhere. I'd pore over those, and it really enhances a story for me.
Red Wall.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, I love the Red Wall map.
So if they had a proper map of like Monstropolis, for example, I'd be about it. I would.
Well, it's really nice, and it's a beautiful hard.
Yes, it
cover.
is.
Sorry, just gonna say it's a beautiful hardcover. It's all like embossed gold writing on it. It's very nice. It feels nice in the hands, and it looks nice, and it's a nice one to flick through with the kids as well, which is a big bonus, I think. So there you go. I like that, but it's my least favourite.
I'm going to go on to these. These are kind of a 2-in-1. They were wrapped as a 2-in-1, so I'm allowed to do this. As everyone knows, my current Disney... Can I just say, I did my New Year's diary this week, and I went back through my old diary to do it. And at the front of it, there's a place to write goals and New Year's resolutions. And I'd written in, and I'd forgotten I'd even done this, become a DVC member. And I had no intention of actually doing it last year. It was just something I sort of sent out into the universe. I'm sounding like a proper spiritual guide now, aren't I? But I'd written that, and little did I know that this year I would become a DVC member. It's my most exciting thing.
Talk about DVC.
There you go.
Our
double played it.
producer is on the ball.
He's not, is he?
So Hugh got me. I'm going to lean right up to camera and I'm going to describe 2 badges. One is a button badge that says Disney Vacation Club, Disney Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa.
It's a lot bigger than I expected when it arrived. Oops. Sorry for the
sound effects.
audio listeners.
And that's what a badge sounds like. And this one is a proper Disney trading pin.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? For Disney Vacation.
Now, that was expensive for what it is.
Well, they often are. But it's one of those things, Disney Vacation Club, that you, it's a big purchase like a car or a house or whatever, and you buy it and then you've nothing afterwards until you go on holiday, and then you've got a lot. So it was really nice to kind of have this tangible thing that told me I was in the club.
It's a nice pin badge. It's got 2 layers to it. It's got Mickey with binoculars.
I have Instagrammed that one.
Okay, well, I'll Instagram it again.
Yeah.
So it's all in one place.
Yep. So those are those. Huey.
Nice.
Those are those. Right, this one is a book called Where's Mickey?
I've got that.
Have you? Right. It's a 90 years of Mickey like celebration book. I will say
it's like a Where's Wally book.
Yeah, it's a Where's Wally book. Some of the drawings are terrible.
Yes, they are.
Really they are terrible drawings.
Yes.
It looks like it's like each page had to be done that day or something. They're really like
spoken the voice of experience there.
yeah. Some of them it doesn't matter so much. Like there's the Disneyland Main Street one where they're a bit abstract almost, but then other ones.
Can I point out it's Disneyland Paris as well?
It is, yes,
rare.
it is.
It's more often you're going to get the California one.
But you have to find Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Daisy, and is that it? I think
Clarabelle's in there as well.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, is she doing there? Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen the Where's Wookiee books? I have Where's Wookiee and Where's Wookiee 2 as well.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that one is possibly slightly better drawn than the Where's Wookiee one.
Oh, no, is it?
They're a bit questionable. It's very difficult to find Chewbacca on a page full of Wookiees. It's very, very difficult.
But that's by Studio Press. It has a subtle emboss finish and a spot UV, not an emboss, foil finish and a spot UV.
Can I be honest? I was trying to be ethical in my present purchases this year, and I got that from Oxfam, off the Oxfam website. Because I know that a lot of these places are struggling, and I thought, I'll throw them some coins.
Yeah.
Chris, another book.
I'm not going to talk much about this, and there's a reason for it, but Bob Sangwell, we know him. He's a friend of the show, listener.
He should have a jingle by now, to be fair.
He should.
Right, Bob, I'm going to do you a jingle. So every time we talk about
he should be a Disney legend by now, should Bob?
So, and can you make sure that it's sang well when you record your jingle?
I'll try.
Oh.
No, like you sing it well.
Sang well.
Oh yeah, I'll.
Yeah,
that's
sorry
really
to
bad.
pun your name there, Bob.
No, that's really bad. It'll have to be a barbershop quartet thing as well, I think, because Bob's a barbershop type.
Yeah.
Right. So this is by this person here, Tig Cully. That's apparently how you pronounce Tadgah. Tig.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's like tiger without the on the end. It's called the Phantom Manor phenomenon. I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I've decided that I'm going to do some book reviews on the YouTube channel, and this is going to be the first one I do. But just to let you know, it's a book about Phantom Manor. Funny that. And Tiger's written another book, not Tiger. Tig has written another book as well, which is about Thunder Mesa. And I'm quite interested to read it. Quick disclaimer, not disclaimer, quick disclosure, sorry. I enjoyed it very much, but it has its flaws. But there you go. If you want a book that really submerges you into Phantom Manor, that takes you on a tour of Phantom Manor when it originally opened and the reconstruction, this is the one. So there you go. There you go.
I look
That's
forward to the full review.
Yeah.
That was the non-spoiler review.
I just need to record a jingle and sing it well, and then it'll be there.
Oh, the Dunn family have arrived on the chat.
Hello, Dunn family.
Hello, just found your vlogs very informative. Happy New Year. Have a few trips planned to DLP. Can't wait. Hope all goes back to normal.
Well,
So
Dunn
do
family,
we.
we really, really hope that we can start giving you some exciting news and tidbits and things to look forward to and snacks and things. At the moment,
Tidbits.
tidbits.
She always says tidbits.
I do,
She does.
I do.
She
I've
said
got
it.
tits on the
She said
brain.
it last time.
That bell sounds familiar, Hugh.
It does.
At the moment, the well is a little dry, shall we say?
Secret bell.
But
We're gonna have to pick this up a bit, guys.
okay.
Yeah, we
Got
are
Soul-
because
Soul review to
we've got to go
later.
record a
I don't
classics
think I'll do
episode
all
soon.
mine then, but I'll just quickly show you this one. My mum knitted this.
Oh,
And
that's
she says, I know
lovely.
you probably won't wear it, but if you go to Disneyland Paris at Christmas again, you can wear it. And then I am so gonna wear this. The problem is,
What is it?
oh, sorry, it
You
is.
forget we've got listeners.
I
on there.
know it's a Mickey Mouse bobble hat with 2 Mickey Mouse ear giant bobbles,
Pom-poms.
pom-poms, and it's got 2 yellow buttons at the front for Mickey Mouse's buttons, which appear to be in the right place when it's not on your head, but when you put it on your head, they're a bit far apart. So I'm going to unpick the buttons and put them in the middle. But other than that, it is fabulous.
It's really good.
It
It
looks
is,
lovely.
and I can't wait to
And Bonnie
wear it.
got one as well.
So we're going to match on the way
Oh,
to
nice.
school.
And I didn't.
Oh,
She probably thought that was wise. So
that seems a
cheers,
bit
Mum.
unfair.
That's awesome.
She's a keen listener. I've just got one more. What is it? Oh yeah, it's from Lucy's mum as well, and it was surprising actually because it's a T-shirt, and I don't think your parents have ever bought me any clothes. And like on paper, I'd be terrified of the thought of that, but it's a really cool Mickey Mouse T-shirt with like a sort of a classic surprised Mickey. It's just cool, isn't it? And it's the right size.
It looks
It's
like
just-
in
It's
Castle of
red.
it's a small.
it looks like in Castle of Illusion when he gets hit by something. That's the expression that he
Oh
makes.
yeah, it is very Castle of Illusion.
Oh, I love
Now, has
that.
anyone ever had success with their in-laws buying them clothes? It can happen.
Yes,
But I
yeah,
think
absolutely.
they did exceedingly well there.
My in-laws always buy me good clothes.
Do they?
They got me a jacket for Christmas this year, and it's really, really nice. Not Disney, but they always get me really nice clothes. They do a really good job.
Oh,
and things that I wouldn't normally wear.
As we left, I was keen to just say, as we left their house, I do like this T-shirt. Hammer it home.
Well, I got a couple of T-shirts because I haven't got them here to show you. I got a couple of T-shirts. I got a Mandalorian T-shirt and I got a Mickey T-shirt from the Disney. I think Laura got them from the Disney store where you can select the color and everything for them. So
Yeah.
I got 2 grey shirts, but one's Mandalorian, one's Mickey. They're quite nice. Quite like them.
Excellent.
Andrew Palmer's joined.
Hello,
Hi,
Andrew Palmer.
We saw
How you
Andrew
doing?
for real, didn't we?
Oh,
You
we
did?
In the
Yeah,
s-
chance
in
meeting.
the street.
Yeah. Right. My final one then is this one here. This is Nightmare Before Christmas, the film, the art, the vision. And it's
Brilliant.
got a forward. I can never decide. It's like the word
Forward.
at the start.
In that
Forward.
instance,
I think so. By that guy who wasn't really involved with it, Tim Burton. And the complete lyrics to the film. Now, this is basically a making of book. And it is very hard to come by, or it seems to be fairly hard to come by at least. And my Secret Santa got this for me again, but this is as old as the film. It came out the year the film did, and it's in
May I ask a
really,
question
really
about
good
it?
nick.
May I
Yeah,
ask a question, Chris? Quite often, things that Disney publish that are about Disney are incredibly whitewashed. Now, is that a making of where it tells you the problems and the difficulties and the techniques, or is it just saying we've made an amazing film?
it's from '93, so it's been released to accompany the film. So there's not a lot of bad in there. It says right from the start that Tim Burton wasn't very involved in it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't say it as a bad thing. It basically says Tim Burton was brought on to do this, but he wanted to get the right person in to direct it, and so that's why. And so it kind of explains it in a different way to what we all know about his slackness and need to go and do other films instead. But it's a really nice book, and there's some really nice concept art and you know, pictures of all the dioramas and stuff, which I'm really interested in because I love that whole set of Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's just a nice thing to have.
Disney books are a good thing to collect.
Yes.
The Dunn family also says, they're wondering if DLP will be doing a Star Wars season.
No, they won't. No, they won't, because we went last year.
It was last one, wasn't it?
During the last one that it was going to be the last one.
Because
if they did one, it would be now.
They wanted some Grogu action.
Oh, interesting. Because we were before Mandalorian could have made its way into the park, weren't we? Last Jan. Oh,
and Tilly Booth says she very much lives her Disney joy through her daughter. She has the most beautiful Minnie Mouse PJs and dressing gown, which she got at Christmas, a lovely chip coin purse, and some lovely princess figures.
Nice.
I must say there was a slightly embarrassing moment at my in-laws, although I don't think anyone noticed. All the presents kind of get lumped in together, and I unwrapped a present and I saw that it was Daisy Duck pajamas. You can tell by the fabric and the picture, and I was like, oh, these are fabulous, thank you. And I held them up and they were the size of a thimble, and I realised that they were for Bonnie. And I went, oh, Bonnie, you'll look ace in those. I'm like, I want them.
Good save.
They're too pretty. Right, let me do one last one then. I've got more up here.
You Instagrammed those the other day, so you can find those on our Instagram.
There you are. We're trying to Instagram more because Hannah's told us that we have to.
It is, Hannah, you'll be glad to know that it is one of my New Year's resolutions to Instagram more, because I don't know Instagram. It's not my platform really, but I like it. So I think I'm going to try and Instagram more. Oh, I'll talk about another New Year's resolution soon. So this, I like Disney. I like to wear Disney, as you all well know.
No.
I do get a little bored of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Nothing wrong with them, but they're overused. And I like it when you can get a garment that is from a different character.
She's wearing a Mickey Mouse jumper.
I am.
That was your present to yourself, wasn't it?
It was a present to myself.
And she got a Mickey Mouse purse and a Mickey Mouse hat that she's now saying she's ungrateful for.
I don't like Mickey Mouse, but it's nice when you can get a different franchise. So what we've got, I'll tell you what it is. And then
maybe I should explain this.
Yeah, you explain.
Because there was a dress in Kath Kidston with a Jungle Book print on it, and Lucy really liked it. And then it sold out everywhere, and you can't get it. And they stopped stocking Disney products. So I went to the website and it said our relationship with Disney is temporarily, I don't know. They said it in a nice way, like, you know, not on hold, but something like that. We'll look forward to
getting a divorce
with them in the future. But so I tried to find this dress on eBay and I can't find it anyway. It's like incorrect size or anything. But I did find like a Pac-A-Mac with the same print on it.
Which in actual fact is more useful because it's a really, really beautiful print. Again, I've Instagrammed this as well if you want to go look for it.
It's the Kath Kidston foldable raincoat, Jungle Book.
Particularly when you go to Florida, we always carry ponchos, which aren't the best. And this is basically a better version of a poncho because it's a small Pac-A-Mac. It can fit in your rucksack. It's Disney themed. And ultimately, I'll probably get more use and enjoyment out of this than I would a dress that I might wear a couple of times.
Does it fit?
I haven't actually tried it on. No, I just held it up. But it's a really big raincoat. It'll fit.
It's when she pulls it out and it's this size, and then you go, oh, Bonnie, this will look really nice on you.
I think it was a medium.
It's going to be great for listeners because it's that shell suit material, so we're going to get a lot of that. Yeah. Let's see. So, do you know what? I do have some others. I'm not going to talk about them.
Don't forget the hashtag, kids. Hashtag 37 Disney Street gifts.
Talking about in-laws buying your clothes, mine came up a winner this year.
Oh, I thought you were being polite because I was like, "What, really? You like that?" But
and got me a Minnie Mouse jumper, but a pink Minnie Mouse jumper, and it's one that I could really easily wear for work because it's sweatshirt.
Oh, it's classic Minnie as well.
I'm going to put this in my bathroom because Hugh isn't as impressed. But my mum was shopping a lot on Etsy.
I don't like it.
Well, my mum was shopping on Etsy to support local things, and there's someone who does these framed pictures, and it's like made out of sequins and it's personalised. And I think I'll put it in my ensuite. That's very privileged. We do divide our bathroom areas in this house.
Behind the toilet.
If you made this and you're selling it on Etsy at the moment,
oh God, yeah, there's a possibility.
I like it, and I will look at it and smile.
Do you know what?
I
think art's very divisive. you know,
This is what I normally say.
Different people like different things, don't they? So
Yeah, they do. But how I'd normally describe it is, that's not for me.
No, I think that's fair, and
That's
I wouldn't
not for
put it
me.
in a shared area, but I like it, and
Share
I like to, because my mum got me it, and it's Disney, and it's got my, and I like it. It'll make me smile when I look at it.
yeah,
And Bonnie got a really good one of those as well.
nice.
Yeah,
That's good. Ollie got a watch, and it's a Marvel one. And when you press the side of the watch, it projects Marvel characters onto the wall.
Wow.
That's
Yes.
really cool. That is super cool.
You've just started your Marvel journey, haven't
We
you?
have, yeah, we've kind of rebooted it, if you like, because I started watching it all at some point, right at the start, and then, you know, it became a little bit oversaturated. I don't know if you noticed this, but suddenly there were lots and lots and lots of films, and it was hard to keep up. And if you'd missed one, then there's no point in watching the others. So in the end, I just thought, I'm going to watch the Avengers films, and I'll worry about the rest of it as and when I can. But already, I literally started at the beginning with Captain America: First Avenger, because I'm doing it chronologically
By
timeline. And already loads of stuff makes more sense to me because I never saw that film.
Yes, and we watched it yesterday.
This is the thing, we did this. We watched them chronologically in the run up to Endgame.
You've
didn't
inspired
we?
us. Well, actually, do you know what? There's a lot of stuff in that Captain America, which in Endgame, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I don't want to spoil it for you, Chris. But
it matters.
But there's stuff from the first film where I was like, oh, that's why this happens in Endgame.
And this is why he says that and all.
And imagine having that 10-year plan where well, actually, that wasn't 10 years ago, was it? First Avenger, but yeah, like a few years like ahead of the game where they're like, well, we'll put that in.
But thing is that you messaged us and said, we're going to watch all the Marvel films. How should we do it? And we'd already done it a few years ago, like we said. And we were discussing it, me and Hugh, and we were so jealous that we said, should we do it again as well? So we're watching them all again in chronological order.
I just wasn't sure if there was
podcasting it really.
But we will do one day, and then we'll have to do it all again. Yes.
Yeah, we will. True. It's true.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if there was a machete type version where you get to miss out the crap ones. But I'm not going to watch Hulk. I've decided that. I decided that before you said you don't need to watch it. I just decided I've seen most of that film and it bored me. It's
not good. I prefer the Ang Lee one.
There's
yeah.
But I wouldn't watch that either. Like if you're watching these.
No.
It'd be nice if you could lose one of the Iron Men's at least. Because
I can't remember which of the Iron Men I didn't like, but there was one of them that was like
probably two.
And the second Thor.
Yeah.
You should be able to machete those personally.
I've only seen Ragnarok. I've not seen any of the other Thor films. I've got a lot that I haven't seen. So I haven't seen Captain Marvel, which I'm going to watch next. Haven't seen that. I've seen all the Iron Man films. Go on, sorry.
Ragnarok's really different to the other
Has
ones.
anyone in the chat ever
I got that impression.
watched them all in order?
Mark loves them.
Oh,
He's saying here.
Just you wait.
He loves them.
Right.
We gave Lucas a choice. We said you can watch Marvel from the beginning, or we can watch Star Wars from the beginning.
Well,
and he said I want to play on my Switch, so I said right, we're watching Marvel.
If we didn't have the Marvel films now, because they're like my new Star Wars, because I love the original Star Wars trilogy. That's about it. I love the Mandalorian, maybe a couple of others here and there, but if we didn't have Marvel, I'd be desolate. I'd be like, what's the big franchise I can really latch onto? But the Marvel films are just
And we are mega excited for WandaVision, which is a couple of weeks away. So I think that's really partly why we wanted to go back into the Marvel world. Anyway, I'm going to move us off Marvel now because we need to start closing up this show. But before we do, I just want to share with you a sort of New Year's resolution / goal. Like I say, I've got this diary and you write in goals and targets and resolutions, and they're meant to be a bit daydreamy. They're not meant to be like, oh, I want to tidy up the spare room. They're meant to be like, in your wildest dreams, what could you do? And I've written in that I would like to have on the 37 Disney Street channel 1,000 subscribers by this time next year. So it's the 3rd of January.
Wow. So Chris scoffed then.
No, I don't think so.
Pie in the sky.
So it's 12 months away. So I'm going to get onto the Instagram. We're going to keep doing these live streams. We're going to keep putting content up. It's not a hardship for us because it's something all three of us are passionate about. We would do it anyway. But we really want to start upping those subscribers so more and more people can joining our passion. So if the people who are watching and listening can help in any way, you help us get to that goal. One way is to leave reviews on iTunes if you're listening on the podcast. On the YouTube channel, you can like and subscribe, comment down below, join in the chats, all that kind of thing that they always say. But tell people, if you've got other friends who go to Disneyland Paris or are thinking about it, tell them about us. Tell them about our podcast and our channel, and maybe they'll pop in and see if they like us.
Mm-hmm.
They might not stand us.
We occasionally have good advice, don't we? Occasionally.
We do.
Sometimes,
when
yeah.
there's a park to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Do you remember when there was a park that was open?
No.
Mm.
Do you know what, Lucy? I think you've more chance
really
of.
concerned about was a new burger at Hakuna Matata. We've got rid of the Hakuna fries. Oh no.
Oh well.
What are you going to say, Chris?
I was just going to say, I think you've more chance of becoming an Imagineer than us getting 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, Chris. Why would you say that?
Well, now
I don't
you can
know.
prove him wrong.
Yeah, because I want you to prove me wrong.
You and your Muju, bringing me down.
I'm an eternal optimist, me, but I think it's going to be a struggle. But let's just go for it.
A struggle it shall be.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be funny if it wasn't a challenge, though, would it, Lucy?
Exactly. And I just can't wait to prove you wrong.
Yes, I want you to prove me wrong.
Dividends, says Mark.
Thank you,
You're
Mark.
right.
Now tell your friends.
Yeah. And they can tell 10 of their friends, and 10 are 10.
Are we all enjoying how the Eiffel Tower behind me on the backdrop is making it look like I'm wearing Mickey ears today?
Particularly because of your headband as well.
Mickey's on my shoulder.
It works very well. He's peering over your shoulder.
He is.
Ow. Okay. So that was my sign off, guys.
Gosh.
There we are.
Anything you want to say it now or forever hold your peace.
We're going to go and do Soul now. We're going to record a Soul for the classics, which will be out next week as well. If you haven't watched Soul and you want to know about it before you watch it, come and listen. Otherwise, probably wait until after you've watched it and then.
And what have we got coming up? We were going to do a travel show, weren't we? At some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
A travel to DLP show.
I think that's a good one to do while it's shut, actually.
Yeah.
And the other thing we're doing on the classics one is, well, it's nothing to do with classics, but we're going to go through everything that's coming up on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And say whether we're rate it in terms of excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess we'll be starting up a quiz again soon, won't we, at some point?
We will.
We finished the last one. By the way, any patrons listening, I know, I haven't put that final episode out yet. I've been really, really useless with it. I sent a message last week and apologized for it there as well. It will be coming. I will sort it out this week.
It's a nail biter as well. It's a good episode.
It is a good episode. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. I seem to apologise for the last 4 episodes of this quiz for me being slack and not putting it out.
Well, sometimes afterwards I can hear Chris, because, you know, we live in the same house at 37 Disney Street, but in separate wings. Sometimes down the corridor I can hear him flagellating himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Not what he's doing.
In penance.
And on that note, I think I might play some music.
Yeah. Should we say night-night?
Let's.
Good night, children.
That's my line.
I know.
Good night, children.
Unbelievable.